You remember Rachel Dolezal? She was a white lady who identified as black. Um, she had the braids. She went to the tanning spa way too much. Um, and she was cast out for cultural appropriation. You remember her? She used to teach like African American studies. She just it felt more real to her. Sean King's the same thing. You know who Sean King is? White guy pretends to be black. Father's white, mother's white. Everyone is white except for him, of course, because he said his mom apparently banged a black dude behind his real father, or who he thought was his father's back. These are white people who are cultural appropriation specialists, and they get cast out, rightfully so, because you can't just claim something like that. Rachel Dolezal said she couldn't even get a job at like waiting tables now because of all she's been through. She changed her name to like some African name that an African person supposedly gave her. uh, I think we owe them an apology. I genuinely think we owe Rachel Dolezal an apology. If Sean King wasn't such a racist, I would apologize to him. He has me blocked anyway, but there's no bigger scumbag than that guy from a racial standpoint. He's worse than Al Sharpton. He's worse than any Black Panther because he's white and he's spewing hate, supposedly on behalf of me and other black people. He's standing up for us because we couldn't do it without him, of course. But I do think we owe Rachel Dolezal an apology. So what she had those braids? So what she lied on her job applications and school applications and said she was black? I don't see anything wrong with it. And if you do, something's wrong with you. If there's a white guy with dreads and he starts talking, yo, what's up, man? What up? What's up? You start looking at him like a little weird and you're waiting for the punchline. See if it ever comes. If it doesn't come, you start saying, you know what? I don't like this guy. He's not genuine. It's racial appropriation. We've seen it with clothes. And this is the left. They love getting mad at people who they say are culturally appropriating things that are come up by black people. And they're monetizing it. And they're coming out and they're selling it online, and they shouldn't do that because these are things that were created by black people and it's just not right. They shouldn't be able to just do this just because they're trying to make themselves look like they're black. I think we owe all of these white people an apology. Or we need to keep that stance and say, hey, that's not cool. What are you doing? But I think we need to choose which one we're going to do, because we're doing it for the trans people. They can practice, I guess, gender appropriation. If they get a surgery on their face, they can brag about it and talk about how, look, I look more feminine. That makes me a girl, right? No. They could say, if I wear certain clothes or if I walk in a different way and I hold my hand out a certain way and I carry these accessories and I get the hairdo, all these things are what Rachel Dolezal did. If I do all these things, I'm a woman.
TikToker Dylan Mulvaney gives followers an update after undergoing facial feminization surgery. The social media star and trans activist, who has over 9 million followers on the platform, shares a heartfelt message on how she is doing following the procedure. In the video, Dylan sits in a hospital bed with bandages applied to her head and chin. She captions the update, trigger warning, a bloody hot mess.
You all already, and I'm doing well, so thank you for supporting me. And I love you so much. Thank you. Love ya.
The 25-year-old also updates fans on Instagram, sharing selfies in a hospital bed both before and after surgery.
Why can't they be? You guys created both narratives. You guys created the narrative that it's wrong to pretend to be black or to lie and say something you aren't. And now you're the same ones who are saying that guy, he should be able to go to a woman's prison even when he commits a crime because he wants to appropriate that gender. What's the difference? I'm genuinely curious here. What is the difference? Now, I'm not insulting any of these people because I just said I think we owe Rachel Dolezal an apology. If we're going to do it for one person, we shouldn't cast out another person and not at least apologize and say, hey, sorry we called you out on your lies, and sorry we didn't like that you were trying to be something you aren't. I'm sorry that we called you out on that. I'd like to make it up for you and give her position back at the NAACP. The NAACP. Now, it's no surprise that she was high up in that organization. I don't remember what her position was. It's no surprise. Anytime I see the NAACP as part of an example of Black America or Black leadership, I laugh because the NAACP is an extension of the Democrat Party. They pretended that they created an organization for the colored people, and it was run by white people. It's our time. We got it. We got our time. It's our month. Everybody's gonna pretend to care. Everyone's gonna throw up the fist. Everyone's gonna start giving facts about Martin Luther King. That's just what we do. It's our month. It's February.